as we transition
Hi.
over into the most important camera angle that we have today.
Yes. So there's a lot going on today's show. Today's a very big show.
It's beefy.
It's a beefy show, and there's a lot going on. There are a lot of moving parts, as the kids would say.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of moving parts. So I'm here. I'm Greg. The producer over there is Ashley.
Yes.
And then down in, I'm going to try to do this. Down in this box right here.
Correct.
You may notice that we have another member of the team, Mallory Hartley. Mallory Hartley is over there sitting on the couch because Michigan State is playing in the first round of the NCAA tournament against Mississippi State, not Ole Miss, right? Mississippi State. We have intentionally not mic'd up Mallory.
Yes, this is. I need her. And as an employee, I desperately need her, and I cannot let her get fired because of her takes on Michigan State.
Yes, we cannot. So we are right now. Michigan State is winning. They're up by 11. They're up by 11. So things are going well for our Spartans. I'm wearing green.
Oh yeah, hang on.
Pickle,
Let me
Spartan shirt.
switch the camera.
Archer back.
Yeah. There we go. Sparty.
We're a Michigan State household today. We're rooting for Michigan State. Apologies to Mississippi State people. Richard Groves, who's our designer for the magazine, is a Mississippi State guy.
Well,
anytime they get a Texas committee, he always texts me, and he's like, "Hey, is this guy any good?"
Sorry, Richard.
Yeah. Anyway,
bad day to be Richard.
So we're rooting for Michigan State today. We got a lot on the show today, but this is a beefy pre-show as well because we have to talk about what happened last night.
Yes, correct.
We have a post-game show to do.
We do.
Yesterday, our parent company, the Dave Campbell's parent company, Sports in Action, we had our 10-year anniversary. I've worked for Dave Campbell's Texas Football for 13 years, but when I first came on, we worked for a different company, and then we kind of spun off, I would say more or less kind of independent, got new ownership and stuff with Sports in Action, with the McLean Group, and they've been so fabulous to us, so we've been around for 10 years. And it's a 10-year anniversary, so we had a party, and we had a party at a local pickleball establishment.
Correct.
A pickleball establishment, and had some beverages, some
good food.
Some food.
The food was good.
I'll have to take your word for it. It was gone by the time I thought about eating it.
Oh, really?
What is it with me and Dave Campbell's events and not eating?
Yeah, you
dinner?
never eat.
I'm just bad at this. Anyway,
you're a yapper.
I am a yapper.
So I do not eat. Anyway, the food was exceptional. It was really we figured it was going to be like hors d'oeuvres. It was not. It was a meal.
Yeah. The stuff I had was good. So we were there just to celebrate and play pickleball with 2 pickleball courts that we had reserved for a couple of hours.
Yeah, indoor courts, which was good because it was pretty windy yesterday.
And now I want to mention one thing here, which is that our outstanding office manager, China. Who organized a lot of things, she sent out an email and she said, "Hey, dress casual." That's what she said. Dress casual. I was like, "Oh, okay." So I wore jeans and a t-shirt and Air Force Ones and stuff like that. And my wife came.
It was great to see Jim.
And she wore jeans and sneakers and a nice blouse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would say, would you describe her outfit as casual?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it was going to an event casual.
It was event casual. That's
yes.
a great way to put it. It was event casual.
Because it wasn't necessarily athletic comfortable.
Because let me tell you when I knew we were in trouble was when I looked out there and I saw our chairman, Drayton McLean, his wife, Amy, who's awesome.
Oh, she rocked.
She rocked. She has an open invite to the show anytime. And she was in athletic wear.
With pickleball socks on, which also rocked.
Yes. And so we were, and so I was and there were people wearing shorts, athletic. I was
You're dressed up, but
I'm dressed up. And my wife was the same way. She's like, what's going on? So, we got there and people were playing pickleball and stuff, and I'm watching. And eventually it got to the point where it was myself and the Texan Live guys. It was Gavin, Trevor, and Jesse.
Yes.
They're all right, court's open. You guys want to go out there? And we're like, okay, great. Now, none of us had ever gone
ever played
pickleball. So our director of sales, our VP of sales, Rudy, came over and was here's the way it works.
Yeah, pickleball aficionado.
He told us the rules. None of us understood a word he said. I looked at Jesse and I'm like, you get that? He's like, no. I'm like, okay.
Okay, awesome. Now none of us know.
Now we won. Myself and Gavin won.
Yeah.
it is now apparent that, like, we won a game that would not be considered a regulation game.
Yeah. You basically, it was...
We hit the ball back and forth better than they did.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's like when you're first getting out there to play tennis and you really don't know what you're doing, but you're playing tennis, you know?
So then, about an hour goes by. We're basking in the glory.
Oh,
of
just
winning,
absolutely bragging to everybody. Undefeated, 1-0.
And then you and Mallory, who had matching skirts and matching shirts,
yes,
by the way.
We made
they
shirts.
Had a uniform.
We did.
Roll up and they're like, hey, do you and Gavin want to play? And we look at each other and we're like, no, we don't. Because, like,
we're
can't stress this
undefeated.
enough. We're undefeated. And also, we don't know how to play.
Yeah.
But we're like, okay, we'll go out there. I want to be very clear about this. I want to issue a positioning statement here. Because what I'm going to say after this is going to sound like I'm making excuses. I want to make sure you know this from the jump.
Yes.
Mallory and Pickle are a lot better at pickleball than Gavin and I. A lot better. From a skill perspective, it's a gulf. Okay? It's a gulf. Not close. Positioning statement. Also, we had no idea how that game works.
Yeah.
Because you think it's tennis or you think it's ping pong.
Yeah, but it's got those weird little nuances.
It is, and I cannot tell you, I could see Mallory getting frustrated. She doesn't understand how frustrating it is for me. Do you know how frustrating it is to try to learn a sport while you're playing it? Oh my gosh. It was so frustrating. And like there were a couple of times where I was like, yeah, that's great. And then you guys were like, no,
that's no points.
That's not right.
You literally cannot score. The big one that really was getting to you was
to me and
that
Gavin, yeah.
To you and Gavin was that you hit the ball, it has to bounce before you can hit it. And then when it comes back to the side that just served, it has to bounce again. So each team has to have, it makes it fair. Each team has to wait for it to bounce once, and then you can go. Because honestly, looking back, which I had zero clue about. To be fair, Mallory and I had never actually played pickleball until last night. But our first game was against Mrs. McLean, and she's the
like
pickleball
a pro.
queen.
Yeah.
And so she taught us, same kind of thing. She taught us while we were doing it. We just picked up on it, I feel like, a little better solely because we grew up playing tennis. So we had a better base. And then it was just like, oh, here's the few differences, and then you can
I'll
go.
tell you when I knew we were in trouble. Was every point, which, by the way, there's not a point scored every point.
No, there's not.
That's a thing. Also, is when Gavin said in one of our many timeouts to ask you guys questions, was when Gavin said, so it's like tennis. Now, to be clear, I don't know how tennis works.
He goes, it's the exact quote, which was just chef's kiss. He goes, okay, so it's just like tennis. And I was like, yeah,
like,
kind
yeah.
of. And he goes, okay, explain tennis to me.
Yes.
And I was like,
okay.
Exceptional.
Okay.
Absolutely exceptional.
And so what, like, I watched like 6 pickleball videos last night afterwards when I got home. I have a better grasp of it. Here's the thing that I could not get through my head in the moment. Every point, and there's not a point scored every point, but just, okay. Every point has 2 segments, and those 2 segments have different rules.
Yes.
Okay? There's, let's call it the serving portion. And if you pass the serving portion,
then you get to actually play.
Then you can get to like the open play portion of it.
That's correct.
That's what I could not figure out.
No, you absolutely could not.
During the game.
And I would like to...
And I want to be very clear. I want to begin and end this with the same thing. Pickle and Mallory were going to win that game regardless because they're better than us. It might have been we played to 11, right? It might have been 11-5 if we knew what the rules were, instead of 11-2. Like that's the only thing at risk here.
I did want to pat myself on the back because I felt like I stayed super calm throughout that whole thing.
Mallory did not. I could tell Mallory was fuming. she was like, she wanted to, she wanted.
She's getting frustrated again right now.
She wanted to jump over the net and grab it and be like, "Are you the dumbest people who have ever
Well,
lived?"
to be fair, we said the same thing like 17 times and you still didn't get it. So I
didn't get it.
understood, but I knew that it was only going to end bad if we got frustrated. And there was one point I saw her voice start to rise and I was like, okay, hang on. Here, give me the ball and let me show you. And I literally did a demonstration by myself over the net.
Because I remember that. She said, like, I remember her getting mad, and I was like, please don't hit me. I played that game. We played that game basicay in fear of getting beaten up by Mallory.
I was also scared to get beaten up by Mallory at a certain point, and we were on the same team.
Gavin and I were deeply intimidated, and through not from a play perspective, but from a frustration perspective, and she's like, I will meet you in the parking lot.
It was warranted to a certain degree.
So Gavin and I won. We won. I guess that's probably the headline here. Is that we won 11-7. It was that is not true. I don't know if I'll play pickleball again. I think I get it.
You need to play it again now that you know the rules.
My wife wanted to play, but she watched. I put this in the Slack. She watched us, the people playing, you guys were playing against Ish and Carter, and she's like, I don't want to do that. That doesn't seem fun.
They playing against Ish and Carter was a blast.
It seems very intense. She goes, I want to go out there and hit the ball back and forth. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, but that was the fun part for us against Ish and Carter is we all four went in knowing we were absolutely going to talk a lot of mess to each other just because it was we were at the same level of decency.
Yeah.
So that round was a genuine blast. I was talking some mess to Ishmael.
So it was a fun night celebrating the 10th anniversary of
it was.
Mallory, how are we doing? Thumbs up, thumbs down? 31-24 at half. Go green. Go white. Hit the theme. Pickle! Hit the arrow sign. From the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Bachelorette pad in an undisclosed location, it is Texas Football Today, your home for the NCAA tournament. Well, one game of the NCAA tournament. My name is Greg Tepper. I'm the managing editor of Dave Campbell's Texas Football magazine, TexasFootball.com, a corresponding website. Thank you for spending part of your day with us. Whether you're watching us live, TexasFootball.com, Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, or you'll listen to the podcast, which you can subscribe to on the podcast vendor of your choice. Either way, thank you for doing your part. Support your local mediocre internet show. I am sitting over there at the helm today, making us sound good. She's the Duchess of the Dork. She's Ashley Pickle.
Howdy, friends.
And
Happy whatever. What is today? Thursday.
And sitting here... I hope I'm...
Yes, hang on. I'm getting back to your camera. She is still there regardless, though.
Sitting here.
Yes.
Over on the couch. It's at halftime of Michigan State and Mississippi State.
She's looking up stats.
Mallory Hartley is combing through the box score. We will have live reaction of everything going on in the Michigan State versus Mississippi State basketball game throughout the game. We'll have this camera up as much as we can. Anytime they come to my camera, right? Mm-hmm. We'll have this camera up. Have this camera up. So we're going to keep you posted. They're up at halftime by 7. So go Michigan State. Today is Thursday, March 21st, 2024. 252 days until Thanksgiving. Happy birthday to Adrian Peterson.
Oh.
Adrian Peterson of Palestine.
How about
turns
that?
39 today. One of the greatest Texas high school football players of all time. It is episode 1749.
Yep.
Well, it's 1750 on Monday.
Yeah.
Some numbers are ending in 0.
Yeah, that's cool.
On today's show, folks, we are going to announce the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Photo of the Year contest winners. We're very excited about this. We've had our photographers send in their best photos from across the year, and we let you vote on TexasFootball.com. We're going to reveal the top 3, which are all going to have a place in the 2024 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Back half of the show, we're going to be joined by the head coach of the Pawnee Indians, Coach Danny Gonzalez, will join us. And perhaps you're thinking, Huh?
Come again?
Or what? Pawnee is relaunching their football program for the first time since 1978, and Danny Gonzalez is going to be the man at the helm. We are going to hear from him coming up here at the back half of the program. Do we have first four through the door?
We sure do. It was, where did it go?
Oh, no.
Jersey number 69,
Nice.
TJ Hudson, Big Jiggly Water Balloons, and Joey Hill. Welcome in, fellas.
Welcome in, friends. We do appreciate you spending a little bit of your day with us. So, this is a fun thing that we get to do. Is that we have we've put together our third annual Dave Campbell's Texas Football Photo of the Year contest. So we have fantastic contributing photographers all across the state.
Oh, yeah.
It's the only way that we're able to get photos of games all across the state because there's 1,500 high schools, there's 47 colleges. And so we have unbelievable contributing photographers who share their photos with us and let us share their photos with you. And so one of the ways that we came up with a few years ago to help celebrate them is to come up with a Photo of the Year contest. And so the rules are simple. If you are a Dave Campbell's Texas Football photographer, you are allowed to submit. I said you got to pick one photo that you took in the 2023 football season. It could be any level, high school, college, pro, wherever. You can submit one photo, and we will put it up for a vote at texasfootball.com. We had 64 photos submitted. So it's like one out of every, we have a little more than 150, 160 contributing photographers. So we had 64 photos submitted from 64 different photographers from all across the state. And we let you guys vote. We let the fans vote at texasfootball.com. We had more than 100,000 votes.
That's awesome.
That
is so awesome.
100,000 votes in our 2024.
I hope that gets our photographers hyped.
I hope it does.
People
too.
genuinely care about their work.
People are looking through this and this is another one of those instances. It's like some of the other things we do, where I'm glad we leave it up to fans.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I choose.
No, I do not want to choose that. We choose so many photos for the magazine to have a 2-page spread like this. That's so much pressure.
You're going to get a 2-page. The winner will have a 2-page spread. We've made the decision actually to include second and third place on the spread as well. So we're going to go third through first. The third place photo in the 2024 Dave Campbell's Texas
Give me a drum roll.
Photo of the Year contest is
Boom.
this one. From Cassie Laura down there in the valley. PSJ nurse Danny Garcia celebrating a sack against Brownsville Veterans Memorial, our third place spot in the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Photo of the Year contest. That's third place. In second place.
And boom.
Josh Hankins.
There's the man.
This photo of Terry Bussey getting ready. I believe he had just scored a touchdown here.
Terry Bussey scoring a touchdown? No way.
A fantastic photo
That rocks.
of Terry Bussey, Timpton 5-star athlete, is the second place in the DCTF Photo of the Year contest. And the first place, the winner of the 2024 Dave Campbell's Texas Football Photo of the Year contest with a spot in the 2024 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football.
Boom.
Juan Zamora. This photo of Edinburgh Valor receiver Jackson Shoup tracking a ball as he's in a critical game for the SaberCats was the winner of the fan vote for the Dave Campbell's Texas Football Photo of the Year contest. This is our Photo of the Year from the 2023 season. It will have a spot in the 2024 summer edition of Dave Campbell's Texas Football. Thanks to everyone who submitted a photo, all of our fantastic photographers, as well as thank you to the literally hundreds of thousands of you to vote at texasfootball.com for who you believe should have been the DCTF Photo of the Year. An impossible task to choose between these photos. You guys did a fantastic job. Very pleased with the way this turned out. Congratulations to all three of our top three finishers: Cassie Laura, Josh Hankins, and the winner of the 2024 Dave Campbell's Texas Football Photo of the Year contest, Juan Zamora, for his photo of Edinburgh Valor receiver Jackson Shoup. Congratulations, very well deserved, and thank you to all of our photographers for the unbelievable work they put in year round to help us capture this game across the state of Texas. So fabulous, fabulous work. We are Texas Football Today. We're here every weekday at noon on TexasFootball.com, talking football in the Lone Star State. You can follow us on Twitter at DCTF, like us on Facebook, Facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Follow us on Instagram, Instagram.com/Dave Campbell's. And, of course, see us at TexasFootball.com. A programming note, we do not have a show tomorrow. We are off the air tomorrow because we will be at the North Texas Career Fair, basically.
The Media Arts Kickstarter
Yes,
is what they
yeah.
call it, which I found out today I'm on the panel for, so I didn't know that.
Okay. We're where we're going to go up there and we're going to be chatting with folks in the North Texas media arts scene and sharing them a little bit about what we do. And so we're going to be up there. We will not have a show. That runs from 11 to 1. Something we do every year. We're really excited. It's an opportunity. We're such great partners. I should say this. Not us. North Texas is such a great partner with us for what we do for Texas Football Tonight. That is an opportunity for us to just give back just a small bit of what they do for us. And so we're pleased to do that. So that means there will be no show tomorrow, but we will be back on Monday. Coming up here in just a moment, what's it like to relaunch a program after 40-plus years? We'll talk to Danny Gonzalez of Pawnee about that. But first, a word from these goods and services.
I feel like bustin' loose, bustin' loose. Come on, get on up. Oh yeah, get on up. Bustin' loose when you wanna sing. Bustin' loose, baby, do your thing. Talking about bustin' loose, yeah.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Potter, Executive Director of Be Well Texas. Too many people are struggling alone these days, and alcohol and drug deaths are increasing. We started Be Well Texas to offer high-quality, science-based addiction treatment and recovery services anywhere, even at home. We provide compassionate, caring support, virtually or in person. In many cases, there is no cost for treatment if you don't have insurance. Really. Welcome to Be Well Texas. We're glad you're here.
Wing is the largest residential drone delivery provider in the world, delivering to your home in less than 30 minutes. Order using an app just like other popular delivery services, and Wing's automated drone takes care of the rest. It's fast, safe, and sustainable, and it's now delivering to parts of Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. You can learn more at wing.com/TexasFootball. Again, that's wing.com/TexasFootball.
Born and bred in Texas hits a little different, as it should. Texans love doing business with fellow Texans. VCR Now takes its Texas roots as seriously as its many partnerships with schools and universities around the state. It's also why we're so proud to promote our brand in the pages of the Texas Bible, Dave Campbell's Texas Football, and on the airwaves of Texas Football Today. Driven by producing quality broadcast video, state-of-the-art audio, and LED video scoreboards at affordable prices, VCR Now makes sure to listen to your needs in its athletic department before recommending the next best steps. Building great products is our business, and it's our focus on building meaningful, long-term partnerships with our clients that sets us apart. From our 24/7, 365-day help desk, the training lab in our hometown of Red Oak, or our sports marketing business plan that puts money back in the hands of our athletic departments we support, VCR Now is built to last. Reach out to us today at info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW. Again, that's info@vcrnow.com or by calling 855-GO-VCR-NOW.
Back here on Texas Football Today. Pickle, let's go to the hotline. We talk about Texas high school football almost every day here on this show, and so it's a real treat because there's hundreds and hundreds of Texas high school football programs around the state. One of the programs that will be rejoining the football fray this upcoming season, the Pawnee Indians, which will be relaunching football for the first time since 1978. And the man at the helm of the Pawnee Indians joins us now. We're pleased to be joined by Coach Danny Gonzalez. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
We're doing fantastic. How are things down in Pawnee?
We're enjoying a little bit of the rain and just excited about getting things going.
I want to ask you about this project, about relaunching football for the first time since 1978. Can you take us inside a little bit of the process that has led us to this point that you guys are going to be playing here in the upcoming season?
Well, yes, it's new to me too, coming from different programs from 11 man. And the people that are already in the 6-man area have been very helpful. First thing I'm doing is I'm trying to address our football field. Yeah, we have a pasture, and we're gonna make it a field, and that's the first thing. Second thing is the kids are extremely excited. Our teachers and faculty are very excited about being able to participate in what everybody else does.
This is Pawnee did have football way back when, back in
Yes.
the 70s. Discontinued the program, but now they are back. When you were kind of tasked with building this program from the ground up, when you got the job there as the athletic director and then the football coach, I'm curious what your reaction to it is, because this is a lot different than almost any other football job in Texas.
It is, but I'm going to tell you, when you have the support, the administrative support that they have shown me here, it makes it a lot easier. The support from the superintendent, Mr. Anise, all the way down our principal, Mr. Robinson. He is been very helpful. The staff, they're excited, and they're pushing our kids to make sure that they're ready for this.
Talking with Danny Gonzalez, the head coach of the Pawnee Indians here on Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation with hashtag TF Today. Coach, you guys are, there's so many different hurdles, to relaunch a program, to get this program off of the ground. What have you found over the course of these few months of getting ready for the 2024 season? What have you found has been maybe the biggest challenges that you've faced as far as getting this program off the ground and getting you guys ready for the Friday night in August?
The biggest thing is what a lot of the coaches, especially the coaches in our new district, have been extremely helpful and given me a direction. And it's just keep it simple. Don't try to complicate it. And you, in any level, you can overcoach at any level. But we're just going to make sure that our kids are prepared, that are knowledgeable. Even myself, making sure that there isn't a rule out there which there will be, it'll catch me by surprise.
You guys are down there. One thing that I think is really fascinating about y'all regional Olympic football is you guys are there ain't a lot of 6-man football down there in that part of the world. You guys are, for those who don't know, down in B County, down there kind of south of San Antonio, basically halfway between San Antonio and the coast. I am curious to know about the attitude and the excitement when you talk with your players about getting football. What is their energy been like about getting this football program back on its feet?
It has been amazing. It's been like almost every program that's out there. We just recently received our decals that are going to go on the side of the helmet. That generated so much excitement. They were like, "Coach, we're ready to go. We're going to do it." And it was like, "Okay, guys, just calm down. It'll get here soon enough. We've got a lot of work to do." They're just excited. They're what I call my lab puppies. They're just all over the place with excitement. We started powerlifting here for the first time to help our program, and the kids embraced it. So, and they're being a great influence on the younger kids that are coming up.
No, I know we've talked a little bit about the program and the team you guys anticipate here in 2024. You guys are anticipating having about 9-10 players out for the varsity team this upcoming season. When you look at the guys and the squad you're going to be able to put out there for this kind of call it inaugural season, what has you most excited about when you take a look at this roster that you're going to be able to work with?
The way that they work together, that we saw in basketball season, we've seen it. They've grown up with each other, and they stuck with each other. And this is going to be next year. We are third year as a high school, so the juniors they've stepped up their leadership, and that's what I want to continue to have them do.
Danny Gonzalez, the head coach of the Pawnee Indians, join us here on Texas Football Today. Get involved in the conversation, hashtag TF Today. Coach, finally, we talked a little bit about, the you guys are going to be taking on a tough district there, programs like Cherokee, Buckholz, no Calvert, no stranger to being to the six-man world. You mentioned kind of learning the six-man game and figuring things out. How do you think that process is going? Because I've been talking with some coaches who make that transition. Guys are kids are watching football on Saturdays and Sundays. They're watching 11-man. How has the process of teaching the six-man game? How has that progressed over the course of the past few months?
Yeah, it has been.
Oh,
Yep, I think we lost.
looks
Coach.
like we lost him. No, B County, the cell phone tower. Get going. We'll see if we can get him back on the line here in just a moment, and because I do have one more question for him. It's a fascinating story down there. If you don't know, look up where it's basically Pawnee is basically halfway between, and this should tell you everything you need to know. It is halfway between Three Rivers and Kennedy, so right in the middle of the thick of God's country down there in South Texas. And it's really exciting to see this program kind of get off the ground, and things like that. Coach, we got you.
102.
Nope, I guess not. I wonder if maybe his phone died.
Phone died or something.
That's okay. We appreciate Danny Gonzalez from Pawnee hopping on with us. It's a fascinating story, and you could tell, you hear the infectious energy that they've got there. To make some history, to go out there and just to put on the field. It looks like we might be getting him back here. Let's see. Hey, Coach, do we got you?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, but we figured, cell phones and stuff like that.
Yeah, no doubt. Technology, that's one of the areas that I've got to get better at.
I was asking you about teaching the six-man game and learning the
Yes.
six-man game, not just for your team, but also for the community, which, they're all watching the NFL. They're watching the Cowboys and the Texans on Sunday. How has kind of the learning curve gone with that?
It's gone good. When track is over for us in a couple of weeks, we'll hit it more. We'll be a lot more specific on what we're doing. In fact, one of the other coaches recommended a book that I'm trying to get just to have a reference. It's called The Six-Man Football by C.H. Underwood.
Mm-hmm.
So if any of your listeners are out there that can get me that book, I'll be willing to drive to get it.
Coach, I'll just produce on the fly here. I have that book. I'd be happy to mail it to you. I'm not kidding. I will. I have that book. I will drop it in the mail for you. I'll reach out to you after this.
Yes,
After,
do that. My gosh, I got bumps right now.
Hey, there we go. Listen, we're gonna make this work. We're on Team Pawnee around here. And finally, Coach, the last thing I wanted to ask you is you mentioned you guys are running track right now. I know track and field is really where you've made a lot of your hay as a coach there. How has track season treated you guys, and is that getting you even more fired up for the fall?
It is. It's these kids are working really hard in the events, and every week they're showing improvement in whatever their event is, and that in itself gives us a lot of motivation because they see that the weight room, they see that the workouts, it's helping.
He is Danny Gonzalez. He's the head coach of the Pawnee Indians. Coach, we sure appreciate your time. Congratulations on all your success. And I'm serious. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to get your address. I will mail you that book, and we will take care of this.
Hey, just on a quick note, I have two sons, and they're both coaches. One's in Lubbock, Coronado, and the other one is in Campbell, Texas.
Oh, no.
I know that there's been a few good graduates from there, and I know you're one of them.
Yeah, I don't know if they claim me.
He had me in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know if they claim me. It's a family affair. I know in the coaching industry.
Yes,
but yeah,
yes.
we love our Cowboys, and we're rooting for the Indians coming up here this year. Coach, we sure appreciate your time. Take care, my friend.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
There you go.
Bye-bye.
Danny Gonzalez, head coach of the Pawnee Indians. Join us here at Texas Football Today. I'm serious. I have that book. It's on my bookshelf at home.
That's awesome.
Like he started mentioning Six-Man Football by C.H. Underwood, and I'm like,
I have
green
that.
cover?
Yeah.
And I can tell. I just looked on Amazon. Amazon wants $178 for it.
Holy cow.
It's just sitting on my shelf.
Yeah.
I'm happy to let him
Oh,
use it.
absolutely.
Like he's going to use it. He's going to get way more use out of it than I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
I want to go play for Coach Gonzalez. What a cool guy.
Fiery guy, excited about it, and just that passion you can tell about wanting to get this program moving in the right direction.
Yes.
From the ground up.
Well, and I just think, like, obviously we talk so much about, who's winning the state championship this year, who's doing this, who's doing that. To just hear people or students get excited about decals.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome. Like, it just, I think it
about.
puts it in a scope that, like, the whole state's all playing at a different level. And it doesn't, I'm not talking 6-man versus Duncanville. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, people, their expectations are different. And to just hear kids getting the opportunity to play football for their first time, like, really competitively in their life, and they're getting excited because they have helmets, like, that rocks.
And well, he mentioned it. Like, Pawnee High, basically, like, they shut down. The school did, and they went back. They had an elementary and a junior high, and then I imagine the kids would go to Kennedy or they'd go to Three Rivers or somewhere like that,
Which are still small schools.
Oh, absolutely, they're like 3A schools. But now, like, you're talking about, like, having that community feel, and just, you mentioned we got a pasture, we'll get a football field out there.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what makes Texas high school football so fun and so great. Is like, I'm fired up about like, let's find out what Alito's going to look like in, without their star quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely, what does Carthage have? Things, all these big programs, but like,
I'm equally as excited.
The moment that Pawnee steps on the field on that first Friday night, like, they won.
Yep.
And that's super cool. And so, fantastic. And I need to mail him a book.
Yes, that's awesome.
Let's go over to Ashley Pickle for America's second favorite segment. Final thoughts. Mallory, how are we doing? 41-29. All right, let's go. Starting off hot. We're good. Michigan State up 41-29 here. You've been very. It feels like you've been good.
You haven't seen all of it. You've done good. There was one like fist pump that I thought she was going to actually hit the camera.
Okay. Yeah.
She has been quiet, which is good.
It's okay. You don't need to be quiet anymore. Well, don't curse. Anyway.
Final thoughts. Go Sparty, and remember, no show tomorrow.
Yes.
No show tomorrow. We've got. We're gonna go educate the youths.
Well, you guys will. I'll also be there.
The youths educate us.
I was gonna run a pickleball like seminar.
Will you please just like straight up come up when I'm on the panel, grab the mic, and be, this is a pickleball course now.
This is a pickleball course now, and let me tell you guys, it has to bounce like a certain number of times. I'm still trying to figure out what that number is.
I would count out loud for you last night to try and tell you when that it didn't need to bounce. Bounce once,
all right.
bounce
one
two,
last
free ball.
One last pickleball thing, and this is nobody's fault. I want to be clear, because Mallory and Pickle, I think, were trying to give us a slight bit of, like, mercy.
We felt bad.
There was a moment where I had a good shot. I had a good shot. I hammered it back and it skipped past him, like, hit on your side and skipped past, hit the fence. And I was like, yeah, awesome, stuff like that. And you guys, like, gave us the point. I'm like, great, fantastic. So then, like, 3 minutes later, I did the same thing. I had another great, like, kind of the same shot. And I was like, yeah, all right. And then you guys were like, actually, that's illegal. And I'm like, no, I did it earlier. Like, that was illegal too. And I'm like, that was where I got, like, all turned around. Yeah.
Well,
that's nobody's fault.
We had played 2 games, and you just needed a point. And the joy on your face when we told you got a point, I didn't have the heart to tell you that you didn't actually get the point because you faulted. So I didn't have it in me. Mallory just looked at me. I said, just let him have it.
Yeah, but we didn't get the point, though.
No.
I think we scored 1 or 2.
I got 2.
I think we got 2 in that second game.
Yeah.
It's great. Gavin Mertz and I are coming for the Pro Pickleball Tour as soon as we figure out the rules.
Don't call it a comeback.
That's going to do it for us. Thanks for spending a little bit of your day with us. Follow us on Twitter at DCTF. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/Dave Campbell's. Follow us on Instagram, instagram.com/Dave Campbell's. And, of course, see us at TexasFootball.com. Thanks again to the head coach of the Pawnee Indians, Coach Danny Gonzalez, for being our guest. For Ashley Pickle and Mallory Hartley, go green. Go green. Go white. Thank you. I'm Greg Tepper. Vince Young, please give me your Player of the Year trophy. We'll see you Monday on Texas Football Today.